Oh yeah, I like this one.
Great.
Goes on a little long.
It's just a minute.
Wow.
The longest minute.
In the dark.
All right, everybody. Hello. It's the Handsome in the Dark live stream, August 20-something.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Mm.
And here we are.
Nice attitude,
Yeah,
fresh out of
Yeah,
the gate.
who gives a shit?
Live from Sick Monkey Studios.
Yeah. It's live, so if you're watching it live, you know what date it is.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're a year in the future anyway. We went with that shit
Right.
for a while.
Throw a dart at a calendar, and that's where you are, man.
Yeah.
Word.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's up? Who's anyone else want to?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm
Introduce.
Chris. Yeah. We're sitting in different places today, and the direction's different, so it feels weird.
Threw
right?
everything way off.
It's gonna be-
It's our way of finding out who's autistic.
You know what though? I would say for the start of a live stream, that was by a country fucking mile the less technical difficulties we've ever had.
Yeah, we
It
should
just
Oh,
started.
absolutely, yeah.
We just turned it on.
Just turned on. So hey, it's going really good. Maybe it's the direction. Maybe we need like an energy flow shift.
Maybe that's what. That's yeah.
You
I
gotta-
feel
That's
good.
simple.
Yeah.
I feel good. Do
You
you
got to
feel
keep
good?
it fresh.
I feel better now than I did 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I feel
Nice.
energized.
I like
we
it.
could every once in a while switch positions, and then we could try to fast forward that part. You know, I guess we can't do that live, but you know, it'd be fun. If it was like
We
Benny
could try
Hill,
to do it live.
Benny
Oh,
Hill
yeah.
fast.
Yeah. Anyway, over to you, B.
I'm Bruno. I've been complimented on my new shirt, so that's a good score for the self-esteem.
It's great. Yeah.
And my friend Tyler's got a cool hat. Is there
yeah,
a story
Tyler.
about that hat?
Yeah, I found this hat in an alley. Had some bird shit on it.
Oh, yeah.
But I took it up,
Now,
took it home and cleaned it off.
What kind of soap do you use for bird shit? Is that we're talking?
Same soap I use for all kinds of shit.
So just
You know what-
lemon juice and
You know what? You know,
Yeah.
you know what I do to clean a hat? I just wear it in the rain.
Nice.
So you could have done that.
Yeah, I could have done that.
But wouldn't
All the bird poo might have melted onto me.
It would have started running into your eyes.
I have had bird shit in my eye once. I was walking in Kitsilano, no less,
Like, that can't be good.
and I was wearing sunglasses, and I was walking beside a pretty girl, and then a bird shat in my eye, like in between the sunglasses, which
Oh,
was
man.
wild. And you know, I felt pretty lucky, I guess.
You were talking to a pretty girl.
Yeah.
You're trying to pick her up, and that.
Well,
it
no,
like
she was a friend. I mean,
Right,
in
yeah.
full disclosure,
Yeah.
she was a friend, but you know, it's not like I didn't want to impress her, and I either did or didn't.
Well,
a
she'll
lot. I don't
remember
know.
that at least.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's the guy.
yeah.
You get shit on.
Well, that happened to your guys' sister, had got shit on by a bird in elementary school. I witnessed it.
Oh, you were there for that? I was there for that.
Yeah, never forgot, of course. And
Yeah.
then later on, this was in grade 1 or 2 or
Yeah, it was
something.
way back.
So when I started hanging out here, I'm like, oh no, I know you. You're the bird shit girl or whatever. And I'm sorry.
She's like, runs away. Yeah. Yeah. There was always a bird on that pole, and he was shitting a lot.
Yeah. I've never been shit on by a bird.
And also, I guess it's their pee too, from what I understand
Yeah.
about birds.
Is that what makes it white? We were talking about this.
Yeah, the uric acid or something. Yeah.
But that's not what happens when we mix our pee and poo together. It doesn't turn
It
white.
doesn't turn white, does it?
That'd be crazy if we've
Well, you have
tried
to,
it and it
you have
did.
to mix it
Fuck.
in your body. Maybe that's why.
Right. It needs to be mixed
Yeah.
with something
Yeah,
else.
yeah. You probably don't want that to happen. Though.
There's probably
No, that's probably really
Yeah.
bad for you. Yeah.
yeah, that doesn't sound healthy.
They're separate places.
You could get some kind of a body mod or something for that, right?
yeah.
probably.
Just hook it up in the end,
Yeah, get your liver pierced.
There's probably a third
or
component.
get your bladder to not go through your urethra, but rather into your colon. So then your colon would fill with pee, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's not. A
Did
very
you know
good
that
idea.
astronauts on the
I guess
ISS don't know when they have to pee
I heard that.
because your bladder relies on gravity to feel the weight of how much pee is in there. So when you're floating around, you just don't know until it starts stretching out because you're so full of pee, and then
Yeah.
you're like, I really got to pee.
That's bad.
So you would feel that though.
Yeah, the
But
stretching.
it feels like
But
it
it's
feels like a different type of it's probably like
it's like
hurts.
when you really got to
like
pee.
my organs.
Yeah.
yeah. That happens a fair amount sometimes. You just like your organs hurt. You know, it's the day after drinking or whatever. You're just like,
Sure.
oh,
Yeah,
If
my
I
liver hurts.
If I don't drink enough water or I eat too many like peanuts, like if I eat too many cashews, my kidneys will hurt,
Huh.
and it's pretty noticeable.
I remember a while ago, your dad was getting some weird symptoms, and at the same time was eating loads of pine nuts. And I looked it up, and it was like, you can't eat too many pine nuts.
Yeah, they're
'Cause
really fatty.
It'll they've got some kind of
Toxin, maybe.
It's like a toxin, I think, that is in a very low concentration. But if you think pine nuts all day, every day are the way to go, don't do it.
right. That's
to
good.
know.
That's really good advice.
Lay off the pesto.
You probably
fatty.
just saved someone's life.
Maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
take it back then.
So toxic is a word that gets thrown around a lot, hey?
Yeah.
So,
Everything's toxic.
yeah. I mean,
Can I make a brutal segue?
yeah.
No,
I just
actually, I don't want to.
did
You go
that.
ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, I just did
No,
that.
you go ahead. That's not what
I got
meant.
nothing. I was just, like 15 years ago, it wasn't a word that came up a lot unless you were talking about
Waste,
nuclear
toxic
waste.
waste.
Comic books, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Anyways, but a popular word now.
Yeah.
Let's throw it over to Tyler. Speaking of toxic, am I right?
Yeah. You look like a wrestler that's making a comeback.
That's why I'm here, actually, boys.
Yeah.
Even though I never wrestled, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Watch out. Are you asking me something though?
No,
No, we were throwing it over
Toxic,
to you
we're
for
asking
your
you to entertain
introduction.
Oh, I gotta entertain you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your turn for the introduction. Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. So I hired a hooker, right? And I
okay.
was standing in front of the mirror, naked, and I'm like, when I look at the mirror, all I see is a fat old man. Can you give me a compliment? And she says, "Well, your eyesight is damn near perfect." I said, "You dirty dog."
That's
That's
funny.
a good introduction for you.
Yeah, nice one, man.
Holy shit.
Remember when we had Kyle on and he made like a your mom joke about the sea bus, and it was just like silence. He's like, "Oh, come on,
Yeah.
it's funny."
He tried it again the night later, and it still didn't work.
He's like, "No, but do you guys get it?"
It's
It's like, "Yeah, no, we get it, man."
yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. You put yourself out there, and you don't get the response that you want, and there's a room
Yeah.
full of people.
Dollar doesn't know about that because that joke fucking landed.
That's right.
That joke landed. It wasn't even that good of a joke, and I've heard it before, but it landed.
I changed it very slightly from its original.
Enough. You changed it enough. Yeah.
It went with the theme of the pod a little bit better that way.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
If you had included being flaccid and being I just feel like I'm fat and and I'm just an old man and it's just I have this stupid dick. Could you just maybe help me out? And then it's like, God, your eyesight's damn near perfect. Be like, that would be the handsome in the dark version of that joke.
Totally.
Yeah. Vulnerability.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for here.
Talking about our stupid dumb dicks. Hey, stupid dumb dick.
The other day, I was driving around Richmond on a little rowboat with a little outboard motor on, just on the Fraser River with Aaron. And we were just buzzing around, and we went to the Olympic Oval, and we just sort of like drove the boat up onto some rocks and pulled it up with a rope and jumped out of the bushes, and there was some Asian girls sort of sitting there, and they were freaked out. And then we went back in, and we wanted to go for lunch at the float plane dock, sort of right where the airport is. We just had this idea, we'll go to the Harbor Air restaurant there and get a burger. And so we were buzzing around in this little boat around where the float planes are, and just trying to look for a place to park the boat. And there's like a fancy restaurant there with people eating, and we're just like, and then the guy who looked like a captain, not like the manager of a restaurant, but like a captain came out, and he was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And we're like, "We want a burger, man. Can we come in?" And he was like, "Get the hell out of here!" And then we were just like, "Get the hell out of there." And that was weirdly satisfying.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Just having an old man in a captain's outfit, just shaking his fist.
Yeah, and you're peeling off. Yeah. Fuck you.
That was classic.
Yeah, that's good. That's a fun thing.
Yeah, man.
The city's different when you're on a boat, and like, you know, it's the same place, but like normally you don't see the shoreline. You know, you're on the roads, you're above it, and then, you know, for us, is all we could see was the shoreline, which is kind of a different perspective.
Word.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, anybody else have any multimodal transportation stories? Anybody, you know, do any flying or scuba diving?
My little girl got a scooter,
Sweet.
but that doesn't involve me.
Charlotte?
No, Vinny got a
Cool.
scooter for her birthday,
Nice.
and I'm jealous a little bit.
Yeah.
I used to have a scooter. It's fun.
Be cool to have an electric one.
A motorized
they're
scooter. I was
around,
thinking about that.
Like London
pretty
Drug
sweet.
sells them and shit. They do look pretty sweet.
You can really soup them up these days too, and go fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dangerous.
It's good if you are like too afraid to get a license, then you could just get a scooter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we saw that kid today, and he had like a motor on his bicycle.
Yeah.
ripping up Eastern.
So yeah, it seems pretty sweet.
You know, why didn't I have that? What the fuck?
Well, it's
Yeah.
interesting too with electric mountain bikes coming out now. It's changed the actual sport of biking, because you can now do like technical rides uphill. So you have, you know, mountain bikers conquering types of terrain that's never been done before, because they can have
Yeah.
torque going up a hill.
It sounds
Isn't
fun.
it like not allowed though?
Yeah,
Is it motorized vehicles?
Well, it's not. Well, you're allowed to have an electric mountain bike, because mostly they only use the electric part to ride up the hill, right? And then you're just riding down the hill. But it's definitely controversial.
It has an electric motor in it,
Yes.
so it's a motorized vehicle.
Well, that's the thing people are arguing about.
That doesn't seem like much to argue.
Well, they are apparently.
Well, yeah.
Sounds like some people are just breaking the rules, which is pretty classic cool.
That's classic. Cool.
Breaking the rules. He like with you with
Classic
the captain
cool.
when you were like, "You're not the captain of me." And you wrote, you know.
That's classic. Cool.
True.
We all actually wanted a burger, though.
Yeah,
Right.
that was
Yeah.
bonk.
So we ended up going to the casino, driving around that, trying to find a place to like park a boat. And we found a guy who was living in his boat, hiding in this weird, sketchy area. And he had a hairless cat, and he let us moor our boat there and then go to the casino. But there was nothing open there. So we went for dim sum, which is always weird. They bring you so many foods you've never seen, have no idea what it is. Chicken knee?
Yeah.
Chicken knee.
Yeah, and like some of like 2 out of 10 things you have are good.
Yeah.
I went
Yeah.
I went to dim sum with a Chinese guy once, and he ordered, and it was like everything was a fucking home run. And he was like, "This one's a little weird, just so you know." And I tried it, and it was like it was good, but it was weird. And at least I knew, because usually like anytime I try to get dim sum, it's like kind of just gross because I don't get the right things.
Have you ever had shark fin soup?
No.
I had that once in Shanghai. So it was like $100 a bowl. And for some reason, I was eating dinner with this diplomat that my friend knew.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was the best. Like the cartilage it like drips kind of in a weird rubbery way. It looks gross,
Right.
but it's just got this texture, and it's quite good. I understand.
It's frowned upon, right?
It is,
Oh, yeah.
but when eating it, I was like, I get why people would genocide sharks for this. It's really good.
Right. It's not. I just assumed it was just like you're not supposed to do this, so people are doing it.
Well,
but
they-
it's like actually delicious.
They kill sharks and they take the fin and they just throw the rest.
The shark means terrible. The rest of it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Is that kind of what sharks get for being such dicks all the time, though? It's like,
Do we have maybe too much sympathy
The
for sharks?
sharks aren't
Yeah.
dicks.
yeah, they are. They're like on the
Not-
top
not-
of the chain in a lot of those.
No, they're not
certain
really
kinds, you
a
know?
big killer. They're
Sharks aren't big killers.
No.
We've
Orcas-
been lied to our whole life.
Orcas prey on great white sharks, but just eat
Orcas
their
are
liver.
extreme.
So
What?
what they find are great white sharks wash up, like on some of this has happened on the islands west of California, Catalina Islands, I think. Great whites will wash up that just have their liver missing, and they know orca's been here.
That's fucked.
It's some gangster shit, isn't it?
Okay,
Orcas
but
are
it also sounds like some Chinese whaler dude convinced us that it's the orcas are doing it. It's not me, right?
That's a good.
It
That's
does
a pretty
sound
good
like
point.
that.
Shark
Does sound
liver
like that.
does give you quite the boner.
How do
So
they?
Yeah. Everything.
How
is
does the
supposed to give you
orca get the
bone.
liver out of the shark? That's fucking
they
crazy.
they know because I think in the 60s a couple marine biologists witnessed orcas killing a great white and just taking its liver out. So they've seen it happen.
Do you think? How long do you think it would take you to make a haiku about shark fin soup being worth shark genocide?
Yeah, I don't
How much
couple
time?
minutes.
Couple minutes.
Oh yeah, we did see a video of sharks at Stanley Park. There was like a good bunch of them swimming around the seawall there.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They're probably not around anymore.
What's the gnarliest shit you guys have eaten? I've eaten a couple weird, really fucked up things.
I don't know, like
Remember that sea
cigarette
urchin?
butts in a beer that I drank.
Right.
That's pretty
I
gnarly.
meant real food, but yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I meant real food, but yeah, that's gnarly as shit.
My own semen.
Yeah, that's food.
Yeah.
That's food, but cigarette butts aren't. Come on.
I think you had a
There's
good
protein
answer
at
personally. I
least.
think your
Yeah,
answer was
cigarette
like it was like yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good.
I had pig lung once, and I had to ask the person to repeat. Well, I was like, "What is that?" And they had an accent, so pig lung, and I was like, "Pig, what? Pig lung? Yeah, how do you get the lung?" And I had it.
That could
and
be good.
It was arguably, yeah, I had it, and it was actually not bad tasting, but the idea of what it was making me sick pretty quick.
Yeah.
After I had a few bites, and I was like, I don't know about this lungs. I ain't eating no lung
I ate duck anus once. Deep fried duck anus.
because of Louis C.K.
No,
Was before that?
No, a Korean girl
Yeah.
sort of tricked me into eating it
Tricked
and then
you.
laughed in my face. Ha ha ha, ha. I was like, "What is this?" And she is like,
That was cool, though. Cool move on her part.
Yeah.
"Yeah."
Yeah. That sea urchin we had that one time at that restaurant
That was gross.
Really gnarly.
Yeah. I don't know if it was just bad sea urchin or
It was a
If that's what
specialty
it's
item, right?
supposed
They
to
had it
taste
was
like.
seasonal.
it just tasted like pollution or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they had soaked up all the nasty diaper juice.
It was
Ugh.
really
something.
uniquely weird and bad tasting, I thought. I was like, oh, it's horrible.
The people say it's all about the texture with sea urchin, and I guess there was a very interesting texture there, but the taste was ugh. It's almost tasted spoiled. I don't know.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
I gotta try it now.
It was at
Like,
one of
that's
the
the worst
fancier
part.
sushi
I think it's hard
restaurants.
to find.
Yeah, it was a fancier sushi restaurant, right?
Yeah, fancy.
Yeah.
You get some. It's probably really seasonal too.
It
right?
was,
think
yeah.
it is.
That's why we ordered it. It was like, oh, well, we won't have this opportunity for a while, I guess.
I'm gonna do it even though I know it tastes like shit.
You might like it. Some people
Well,
must
we only
like
had it that one time, and it may have not been good urchin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll try it
I
again.
didn't have an experienced sea urchin guy with
Let's
me
go-
to tell me.
We could have it on the pod, maybe. We've
yeah,
been
let's
eating on the
get
pod.
some. We'll skip the dishes. Yeah. we'll get
Let's
it.
just find the sea urchin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should we skip some snacks in here? I mean, that's kind of a classic move.
And we got those pies.
yeah,
that pie thing was
I was
pretty
gonna
tight.
bring jerky. And I totally forgot.
Me too,
Fuck.
dude. Me too. Eating jerky is a pretty classic thing.
I thought about it, but the jerky down at the local place is
it's
drying up.
Fucked.
It's getting
Yeah.
the quality is dipping.
It's fucked.
It was like so hard last time. It was like, this is trash.
That
What
was
are you
garbage.
doing?
They should throw that batch out. Like, I respect that it's like clearly being made by like some dude
Yeah,
or
it's
some lady. That's great. And there's going to be inconsistencies, and sometimes you're going to get some really bad jerky. It's like I actually like that.
You know,
but
it's
when you
real.
get a really bad batch, it's like you got to throw some out, dude. Like, sorry, but it's like this is bad jerky.
You don't know that it's bad until you've taken it away from the store and you start eating it.
It's not even
Yeah, but-
suitable for
yeah.
the dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs probably can handle
Oh,
it.
yeah, they could.
Yeah, it's probably good for their gums. It's probably really good for dogs.
I don't think it is.
You should try it out
point.
on your dog.
But you know what is? Well, he does get jerky there. They give him jerky all the time every time we go in. But
Nice.
but yeah, something that is good for his teeth is turkey neck, like fresh turkey necks. They fucking love that shit.
Alive turkeys?
Well, fresh. It
Cooked
could,
fresh.
it could be alive,
Cooked?
but no, not cooked.
Not cooked.
No.
Fresh.
That's so. Dogs can digest poultry bones as long as you don't cook it. So
Right.
if you cook it, they like splinter. They turn into this fucked up bad thing. But yeah, the neck, it has all this cartilage and shit in it and cleans their teeth really well. So
but-
it smells like fucking
It's
trash.
best if the turkey's strangled to death. Right?
But
Tender
yeah,
eye.
I mean, especially for Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know, you can go to those places. They'll let you strangle your own turkey, I think.
You can probably pay
That
for
costs
that.
extra.
It does cost a little extra, but, you know, it's worth it for the memories you will share with
I
your
like how
family
it-
for the rest of your life.
I like how you could replace the term choking your chicken with strangling the turkey. It's like, I fucking
Tugging.
strangled the turkey fucking 3 times today, bro. Riley
It
Reid.
does sound more accurate for me, at least.
I once had to get 27 turkeys in a field into an 8x8 pen. And it was really hard.
That sounds
It took-
hard.
It took
You
hours.
were like,
It was like
just
the-
one man. You were just trying to.
It was me and another guy. It was
Oh,
two
yeah.
of us.
At least
And
you
it
had-
was like the hardest puzzle ever. It's like, okay, you have 2 figures that you can move around.
Yeah.
There's 27 birds, of which one is an informal leader, and you got to figure that out.
Right.
And then there's a pen over here. But the thing is, the pen had been moved since the night before, so they all wanted to go to where the pen used to be.
They
'cause-
couldn't figure it. They just.
Yeah.
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 That's trippy.
Yeah. No, I'm still doing it. I'm just gonna go back to after
Yeah. You get texts every morning. Like, turkeys are still wandering around.
Turkeys are
aimlessly.
getting wet.
Yeah, that's not good for the meat. I had turkey eggs and was a little disappointed. And I had
sounds great.
and a duck egg too.
You know what? I had a duck heart taco once. It made me really sad because I really, really like ducks.
You love ducks.
I love
Yeah.
ducks. That's the thing. People know that about me. But it's like, it was like a bunch of hearts. Like, it was like 8
Yeah,
or
it's gotta
9.
fill it
It was
up.
like quite a few hearts, right?
It's
So it's
a
like
lot of lives.
I like saw some ducks at a pond, and it was like, fuck. It was like, oh, like, you know, if you eat like a duck, you know, it's like, or like a piece of duck, it's like that was from one duck.
Yeah.
But all these hearts, it was a fucking slaughter.
And you know
what I
with,
mean?
with duck hearts, it's just like shark fins. They just throw the duck away. They just take the heart. It's really brutal.
they're so tiny.
Yeah. They actually
Got the heart.
they take the duck up this really tall pyramid in Mexico, and then they strap it to this concrete slab, and then this Mayan guy just fucking says a bunch of gibberish. and cuts it. It's a very ancient and respected practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not about to fact check you on it.
We don't do that here.
No, we don't do that here.
Yeah, duck hearts,
Yeah.
duck anus.
You're almost out of haiku. You just need more words.
Duck hearts, duck anus.
Shark fins. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Shark fins. It's a conspiracy. Oh, almost.
I like shark fin soup. Some folks call it genocide. I call it tasty.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. Is it haiku time?
Yeah, okay.
Is it? That was. You know what? Honestly, round of applause though. That was a haiku.
Yeah. Maybe I'll add it to my list.
Yeah, grab the gate, bro.
I guess I could just.
Yeah, we got to have some music.
Need a patch.
I could just hold my mic up to this acoustic.
Let's see
Okay,
how
'cause
it
might
sounds.
take a
I'll let
little
you know
bit.
how it sounds.
Yeah, that'll work.
Well,
Yeah.
let me know if you heard these ones before, or if I read them last time, because I don't remember. But I think I'm
don't
on a different
care.
list.
I don't think we're too worried about it. Oh yeah.
Studio.
Not going in tune, but
Yeah, tune it up, man. You want to get that shit in tune.
Yeah, shit's gotta be tight. You can probably start with the haikus though. Just do it quiet and like ambient.
I like how he's in a bit of an open tuning. Sounds nice. How can a haiku with 17 syllables hold any meaning? I'd like to start a one-man Irish improv troupe named Schizophrenic. Schizophrenic, get it?
Not really.
Don't relapse and die, because I hear St. Peter piss tests at the gate. Umbrellas save us from the rain, but betray us when the wind picks up.
I like that one. Kind of like Bukowski-ish.
She puts on her shades to protect our only son from her shining eyes.
Aw.
People keep saying that they need to get more sleep. Just sleep faster, guys. So, ironically, it's actually me who sucks at vacuuming.
Read it again.
No. If it's a leap year, then better a running start. Just don't hold your breath. I'm hard of hearing, so can you please turn up the easy listening?
That's a good one, man.
The angels and I sneak into hell's parties with spray-painted halos. She devours stars, being cosmic brunch in my event horizon. What is a killer but a hero not dressed up in his uniform?
I had to think about that one for a second.
I possess demons, their heads spinning round and round, crying fire tears.
That's a cool one too.
I just stubbed my toe. Then a bird hit the window. My toe stopped hurting.
That's cool. I like that one.
I refused to pay my exorcist, and sadly, now I'm repossessed.
Fucking A,
Fuck,
buddy.
dude.
that's true.
That's fucking cool.
This one was kind of a triple set. The first one you've heard, but yeah, they're kind of three that meant to go together. If I were sunset, I wouldn't go down on earth every single night. It's hard for the beach that the tide comes home so high again and again, and in the morning wakes up washed up and alone except for the crabs. An accidental haiku is worth 1,000,000 intentional ones.
Damn right.
I work for money, but I'm starting to think that money's a shit boss. Is it still a dream if instead of a deep sleep, I'm drunk and rambling? Takes two to tango, but it takes one to know one. Math must be lonely. I have many clocks, but the irony is that I never have time. If Spock's Camaro could do like Warp 93, Kirk would be jealous. In fall, naked trees leave leaves for a winter breeze. No one heard them fall. Only the seasons bear witness to this courtship, and it has them stumped. I made some mistakes, but if anyone cool asks, they never made me.
I like that.
That's a really good one.
I can drink so much that if vampires bit me, they'd be wasted too. I've kicked soccer balls, and I've kicked heroin too. I might kick you next.
Nice. You might. I've seen it happen.
If you don't want me to burn it down, you shouldn't build it out of wood. When they finally find the long last prime number. High five, am I right?
I don't get that one.
It's just cool, right?
Capitalism loves to be gossiped about, so shut the fuck up. When the ice caps melt, you, me, a rubber dinghy, and my new tuba. Keys locked in a car. A baby needs a nipple. A fat mom says, fuck.
I like how that one's still like in just 17 syllables. I was really there.
Yeah.
For it, you know.
Took you
I was
on a journey.
really I was really there.
Heirloom tomatoes should wear hats and monocles. Smarmy nightshade cunts.
I'm sorry, can you read that one again?
Heirloom tomatoes should wear hats and monocles. Smarmy nightshade cunts.
That's why I was like, wait, did I miss the start of that? And then it's like, no. No, I heard it.
Snowmen are so cool until your stepdad makes you eat the rotten carrot.
I thought it was gonna be like a joke about how they're like cold.
That went dark.
Show me your ID so you can buy these drinks and act like a child.
Think about that.
Lord help my liver if I ever get a job. First round is on me. Men are just the worst. Women are pretty bad too. Thank God we have hands.
Jesus.
If I had a gun, I'd have way more enemies. But just briefly, though. Is it still cheating if it's in a church and with a saintly old priest?
That's a thinker.
I'm afraid of bears, and bears are afraid of me. Maybe we should talk. No man's an island, except for Tom Hanks and Sting. They're just castaways.
Nice.
Tom Cruise is running. Johnny Depp has a cool hat. Hollywood's on fire. If a giant squid attacks and eats a sperm whale, does it still swallow? Tuesday's saving grace is that following Monday is one easy gig. Whiplash, double takes, collisions with cars and poles, all thanks to short shorts.
I can tell that one was made this summer.
Sex is never safe. It's all fun and games until I lose someone's eye.
I don't even get that one.
Cows have 4 stomachs just to digest grass. I eat cows with 1 stomach.
It would have been so much better. It would have been so cool if you could have gone one more syllable and it was bitch. Yeah, I had cows with 1 stomach, bitch.
We should say you can always add a syllable if it's bitch.
Yeah, okay.
Like you know,
Yeah.
custom rules.
But anywhere in there. Like, it doesn't have to be at the end.
So my tax dollars pay the wages of the cop who's dumping my beer. Sex sells everything. Money makes the world go round. I'm dizzy and broke.
Really, both of those would have ended really well with bitch.
Yeah,
I think they-
Like, a lot of them.
Yeah. Mind over matter doesn't matter as long as you don't really mind. An acre of grass contains more beetles than all the people on Earth.
Is that
Is that
what?
a fact?
Is that
Did you
true?
say that again? What? An acre of grass has more beetles?
An acre of grass contains more beetles than all the people on Earth.
What?
a fuckload of Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
There's that many beetles?
Mm-hmm.
That's tight. That's a tight beetle fact, dude.
Learning shit.
Yeah.
You know, the haiku, like, I'm genuinely really impressed because it's like, as a joke format, they're really good. Like, your jokes are really good, but some of them I'm like, whoa. Like, it takes you to fucking a different dimension. You know, like, they're legitimately, like, in such a short amount of time, you, like, take me to a place and take me on a journey. And then sometimes they're just fucking dumb word jokes that are like, funny.
Yeah.
Like, they're like Mitch Hedberg style jokes.
Yeah, there's some Mitch Hedberg in there.
Yeah, like, they're pretty funny, man. But they're all, it's like, you're good at writing haikus.
Yeah, it's
There's
impressive.
a lot
And
in there.
kind of punny-ish jokes too. Or yeah,
There wasn't even any doubles. Like, you must have just read 30 fucking haikus.
that was like that almost went on for 10 goddamn minutes, boys. That was amazing.
That was really cool. Thanks, B.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot more.
Save them for the
You know,
next,
I'd like
next
to-
segment, man.
I'd like to do like a monthly segment of Bruno's haikus.
I love the
Can we do
haiku
that?
segment.
Yeah.
And a monthly segment of that crazy bastard fucking tutor.
Yes,
Yeah, I
the
got-
tutor.
I got more
So
of that
there you
shit.
go. We got our shows.
I'm gonna get that video out of that podcast.
Yeah.
Just pull that out because it was so good.
Yeah. That was cool. So
Yeah.
I had an idea for a segment. If you guys want to jump right into it, it's a music-based one.
Mhm.
And I was listening to the Butthole Surfers, and I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I really feel like this band only could have existed in this specific time frame because it's like they're not that good. They're just weird in a way that's like super 90s. Like, you know, there was a weirdness of the 90s that happened that like it just wouldn't fit. It barely fit then, the Butthole Surfers, but it kind of worked and they kind of had some popular songs. You still hear some songs on the radio. So I was thinking like, what's a band you can think of that really doesn't suit? Or sorry, that's the opposite. I fucked it up. What's a band that only could have existed in that era it existed in? You know, like some bands, like it's like Soundgarden really could have existed in the 70s. They could have existed in the 90s. It probably could have existed in the 80s. But like Butthole Surfers, it's like they had such a weird, unique fucking 90-ness to them that to me, it's like that's the only time they would have gained any traction ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got one.
Devo.
Only could have existed in the early 80s.
Yeah? You think so? Even with their brilliant
or-
execution?
Or maybe right now, I guess.
Right. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that it would bring up some discussion. You know what I mean? Like, because Devo is a pretty good. That is a pretty good answer because it is like so 80s, but it's also it's so well executed that it's like it's kind of really stood the test of time.
Yeah?
Not for me.
Yeah, I
much.
guess,
It's up for
I
debate.
don't know.
I
don't know
they
about
feel,
Devo.
They feel like really quintessentially 80s, but yeah, I mean, they got some memorable songs. But I mean, the sounds they use are so specific to that time, I guess.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
If they came out now, they'd probably be a huge hit. Cause
I'm second guessing myself now because when I think about it, it's like recently I listened to some Devo, and they were a little bit more. There was more to them than I had given them credit for. And I was like, oh yeah, Devo, that song. You know, I was like, oh yeah, cool, that song. But I listened to them, and they actually.
The funny thing is, I knew exactly what song
part
it was.
of
It was really good.
Yeah, I'm kind of second guessing myself because I did listen to it, and it's like I listened to more than just that song, Safety Dance. And
No, that's Man Without Hats.
oh, I fucked that up. Yeah,
Which also is
yeah,
That's a
pretty
good.
cool
That's a
band.
good answer.
they're a
that
Canadian
question.
band.
Really.
Yeah, they're Canadian.
Somehow
I like
that makes
them.
me not like them as much. I don't
But
know.
yeah.
You can dance if you want to.
With Devo, I listened to like some other songs, like an album, and it was like actually pretty respectable music. Like they weren't, even though they were like one-hit wonders, it was still like, yeah, these songs are pretty good. This is a pretty okay album. But you're right, that might be because I like that time period.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought about that, and I was thinking Limp Bizkit.
I think that
Right.
that's a wonderful answer.
Yeah. When could Limp Bizkit have flourished any other time? It was like a specific time, the new metal era that it would like only lasted like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, and some
Right.
new metal, like the Deftones probably could have existed. They would have sounded a bit different because they would have been produced different, but they could have existed in like the early 90s.
They could have,
They
yeah.
probably could have existed in like later 2000s, but it's like Limp Bizkit, it's like no.
Yeah.
There
Limp
is
Bizkit
one
was
specific.
that clash, but they were trying to mix metal with like hip hop or whatever, right?
Didn't the guy die recently from Limp Bizkit or like last year?
No, that was
Is that a different band?
That was
Linkin Park,
talking about
Linkin Park, yeah.
which
I
is
get them.
which is
Chester.
basically another great answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
yeah for
There are
the
quite a
for
few
the
bands
for the
from that
for the
era.
early 2000s or
Quite a
the
few
mid
Evanescence.
2000s.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
happy with the answer, Limp Bizkit, because
Yeah.
I really think that like they are. It's like the movie The Matrix is like so quintessentially fucking 1999. Like you watch that movie and it's
It
a
feels
fucking
like
time capsule of like, yeah, it was cool for them to have like when they put on like leather fucking trench coats and shit. That looked cool.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And their stupid little sunglasses. Now you're like, holy fuck, that's 1999.
It
Fuck.
really
And
it
that's
doesn't
what
look that
Limp Bizkit's
cool
like.
anymore when you rewatch The Matrix. Like it's a great cool movie. It's very nostalgic, but the fashion looks dated now. It really does.
Yeah. Influence
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of movies.
What were the name of the two brothers who did that?
The
Matrix. Brooke.
Yeah,
Wachowski.
Wachowski.
Yeah.
With
Are-
the
Sisters.
their
Yeah.
sisters.
So yeah,
uh-huh.
both of those guys had gender transitions.
Yeah.
Girls. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just 'cause
apparently,
they're, the two, like the fact that two brothers or sisters did it together is interesting. Like, makes you wonder if there's a genetic component or whether
I think that
It does.
cultural. I don't know.
I
It's
think I
interesting.
heard that that was like semi like what the Matrix is about. Partially is like them wanting to like break out of their fucking prison of feeling like they were being like not who they were, you know, and their reality wasn't quite like what it was supposed to be. But I'm not about.
It's weird to me. I thought it was about like AI and robots.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I see that clearly it was about.
yeah.
It's
It's
transgender.
I thought your haikus were about duck anuses, but you know. What about you, Tyler? Do you got a band that you feel like really would exist, or one that?
I don't know. We throw out so many good ones, and like that early 2000s period, like there's a lot of bands, and the System of a Down is kind of one of them. Like
Yeah. They're kind of part of that.
I
new
don't know
metal
if they
scene.
could really exist outside of the time they were popular.
If
Yeah,
they didn't start in that time and got popular in that time, I don't think they would have any luck at any other time.
They'd
for
be
sure.
around, like people would like them and like buy their albums, but they wouldn't be like on radio.
It's
Like they actually had like a few radio
like just
songs.
a good old song with not too many quirks and gimmicks. Like it's still today, like it goes a long way if you just write a good song. And like they did write good songs, but the guy's also screaming in your face like a fucking maniac. And it's like
yeah, it's really ADD music.
It's yeah,
works for the time.
It's abrasive. Yeah.
very abrasive.
Yeah, I can't really. do
I've
that.
listened to this band today. Maybe this is a good answer too, because it's a new band called something Side. God damn, it was terrible. It's like this new genre of, it's like rap, dancey. It's kind of like poppy rap, but it's mixed with like screaming.
Oh,
And
right.
It doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound very good.
like it was, I wish we had everything set up actually now, because we should watch this one music video by them, because it's like they're like dancing with like hoes and shit and like drinking. and rapping about their fucking
As you do.
Escalades, and then all of a sudden this dude in the background is just like, ah! And there's like a hoe right in front of him, and she's like,
Yeah, that seems
and he's like, ah! Anyway,
Yeah.
they're trying
I
things.
feel that though. I feel that.
it's a
you know?
weird, it's a weird new genre that's I think it's really popular, and I had
Yeah.
millions and millions of views, and I was like, is this a joke or
I'm old now. I don't understand anything
don't
that's
understand
happening.
Yeah.
Music is weird to me. And not to bring up old wounds, but bands that couldn't have existed in any other time. Primus.
Primus? Yeah. Well,
yeah, fuck Primus. It shouldn't have existed
Yeah.
in any fucking time.
yeah.
Bunch of fucking
We're sorry.
scumbags.
They hate recovering addicts.
Like,
We've decided.
we have-
they hate us.
It's like more people don't like the pod. Like we've gotten more negative feedback, and some of it was from Primus. You know?
Some of it.
It's like Primus and like some lawyers have listened, and like whoever's in chat right now. So you know,
Yeah.
we're not exactly.
Old wounds, you know.
Oh,
You're mad, and I
Possibly Tom Cochran's people might have heard a little bit.
Tom Cochran is legit. You know, I don't even want to mention him in the same sentence.
He's
as
a
Primus,
Canadian
those cocksuckers.
hero.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
As the more
hero.
time goes on, I'm like, Tom Cochran. We need a little Tom
Could
Cochran
you
in our
read
lives.
that letter again? I don't think that Bruno heard it, and I think it's worth revisiting.
Every
Do you
time-
have that
Which-
handy?
which
The
letter?
first email.
Oh, the first email.
First email to
Every
Tom.
time a Tom
Yeah.
Cochran song comes on the radio, I stop what I'm doing and find a Canadian flag to salute. And I just
Nice,
stop.
man. Yeah, listen to this email.
I should get a flag.
Wait.
just
Which
for
email
that.
are you referring to?
The first email to Tom Cochran.
Oh,
The boy inside the man.
The boy inside the man. Could you read that? Because
Without-
you haven't heard it.
without the music?
Whatever, man. I'll put on boy inside the man.
Yeah, put
Was
it on.
No, it was
It's a good song.
Big League.
I love that song.
It was Big League.
Big League. Okay, well, you find the
Oh, it
email.
was Big
Yeah.
League.
Yeah,
It
it
was.
was totally Big League.
I think we streamed that.
yeah, we
actually.
got away with that
Yeah.
one too.
We're live streaming our letter to use his song.
Hold it right into the microphone. Dear Mr. Cochran, how are you? I am doing fine. My name is Saul, and I'm writing you on behalf of the Handsome in the Dark podcast. We are a bunch of really cool guys, and we think you are a cool guy too. We are all Canadian, and that's why we'd like to use your song Big League for our intros to get us and the audience super pumped up. Find the boys inside the men that we are and make sure that our podcast is white hot. We are all part of the human race. So let's do this together, Canadian styles. I look forward to hearing from you. Regards, Saul and the Handsome in the Dark boys.
That timed out great.
Yeah, I was hoping.
But you should have also said it's because it's a mad world out there.
I have future emails. Future,
Right,
yeah.
you gotta pace yourself.
I have,
with the
I
references.
have more open letters to Tom Cochran.
You could work a lot of song references into a letter to Tom Cochran. You didn't even mention
Yeah.
any kind of a highway or anything like that.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot, and there's a lot there. Yeah.
This crazy highway called life.
Yeah, you gotta save that one. That's the
Yeah.
that's the most famous song.
No. I have a 4-letter arc, and it's gonna get a little sad at times. Retrospective.
Different song for each letter.
Yeah, different song for each letter. 100%. Yeah.
Sweet.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think about that music talk? That was kind of cool, right?
That was all right.
There's still more to say. I mean, like, there's so many little like moments of music styles that came up and was just a thing for like 2 years. Like
Yeah.
screamo music. Remember screamo music in like 2006?
What about
To, like,
dubstep?
Dubstep was short lived.
I think that some kids still listen to dubstep.
Yeah,
It kinda
but it was
weird.
like
Tweakers, they're
fucking
everywhere.
tweakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same people, but they're way
They're
more
40
fucked up
now.
now because they didn't stop doing drugs.
Yeah, they're 40.
and they're still like womp, 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 womp,
Yeah.
womp. You're like, dude, it's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a job.
That's the new thing is that it's like hippie culture, but they all have jobs, but they spend all of their money doing drugs at summer dubstep events. And, that's cool, I guess. Not my scene.
It's probably pretty fun if you're into
Yeah,
it.
it's probably pretty
Right.
sweet. It kind of sounds dope, actually. Kind of sounds like it's something I'd make fun of because it's something I wanted to be a part of.
It's kind of that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Well, I had a talk with my feminist friend recently, and
Pause for the music. Okay, go ahead.
We get along, we agree on most stuff, but one thing she said I thought was interesting was in explaining to me ways in which it's more difficult to be a woman than a man. She said, if I wear a mini skirt and walk down the street, I'm going to get all sorts of unwanted attention and looks. And it occurred to me that ways in which it's more
Oh my God.
it occurred to me
Okay.
that that's not different. If I wore a mini skirt and walked down the street, I would also garner all sorts of looks and attention. So maybe that's not a way in which it's harder to be a woman, and
We'd be getting
Maybe
looks for
that's-
different reasons, probably.
that's maybe the difference between, men and women is, women want to fight for the right to wear something that, they know will make people glare at them. And we would just be like, well, I just won't wear that then because it feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yeah, there's
Something to think about. If I was a woman, though, I feel like I wouldn't probably show off my body that much. It'd be pretty.
I think it's hard for us to say because we're not women.
You know.
It's a whole different
It is hard
thing.
to say.
Depends what kind of body you
Depends
had.
on what
maybe.
type of body I had. Yeah, I mean, really.
I don't think it would. I think if I was gross, I would want to hide it, and if I was super hot, I'd want to hide it too. Maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Well,
All right.
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
If you didn't want to hide it, would that mean like you're cool with like just dicks coming at you all the time? Dicks all day, all the time? Dicks?
I think that their point is that maybe they don't want dicks coming at them all day, all the time.
I thought that was.
I'm just
fine.
trying to picture
idea.
like if for me, if I was making those decisions for myself, I'd be like, if I don't want a bunch of dicks coming at me all the time, then I'm not gonna show off, my body.
That sounds strikingly like victim blaming.
Victim blaming?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Is-
why
are you-
shouldn't
how are
you
they
be
a
able to wear
victim?
whatever the fuck you want?
Are we talking about someone being victimized?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say if they're
Oh.
feeling like they're being victimized by people fucking ogling them all the time when maybe it's a fucking hot day and they want to wear short shorts, so they thought they looked cute in their mini skirt,
I mean, I don't know if
and they don't
you're
want
being-
that unwanted
I think
attention.
if you say that you're being harmed by that kind of attention in some way, being victimized and harmed, you're weak. That's weak.
Right.
If guys are
yeah, I
actually
don't know,
like,
maybe
if someone,
it's like an
if it's
extreme word for it, but
like
like,
certain parts of the world, like guys will actually come and like grab your ass and shit, like commonly, and like that would be, I would say, a line I would draw. And it's called that.
yeah,
You're
I mean,
victim-
I don't
Then
mean
you're
to be putting,
victimizing
That's an assault.
somebody.
I don't mean to be putting words into your feminist friend's mouth here, but I kind of understand what she's saying. You know what I mean? It's like that is something that maybe is a bit harder for women. It's like they have to be conscious of like, oh, I can't just wear the thing I want to wear because I want to like protect myself from the gaze of men I don't deem handsome enough, right,
Yeah.
or whatever. And I think that's pretty legitimate. Like I don't think that's that cool of a way to live.
Well, I guess my point was, don't we all, as we're picking out clothes to wear, if there's something we could wear, that will garner a lot of attention, you think, oh yeah, like don't you sometimes think like, oh, wear that crazy shirt, and you're like, I don't feel like being looked at today. I won't wear the crazy shirt. But my point was that, maybe that's something we've all dealt with from time to time.
Yeah,
That is true. For like, yeah, some clothes, I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
it is more like a woman to
you know.
make a problem out of nothing too.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a problem out of nothing, but yeah, it's a strange thing, right? Because I have daughters, and yeah, as much as I don't want to like make them feel like they shouldn't be able to wear whatever they want, but at the same time, when you do wear certain things, it will get a reaction for sure. And as much as we love the world to be a different place than it is, I think that's just going to happen. So, kind of maybe accept what's going to happen and plan accordingly. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to tell women what to wear at all. I don't want to in any way. I'm just saying
hard
that
to
some
breathe
things
in
will probably happen if you do.
Yeah, well, I guess the crux of the moral matter here is that female bodies, like it or not, are a kind of sexual signal to men.
Yeah.
And the question is, now obviously men, need to
They need to
keep a
control
leash on. We
themselves.
need to control ourselves. We all agree on that. But that's also not a choice that any man signs up for. The power of the female body
It doesn't feel like a choice when you get drawn.
you know,
Your
has
gaze
a
drawn,
lot of
for
power
sure.
over your consciousness.
For gazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and they talk about the male gaze a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. You shouldn't like oogle and stare at girls and make them feel uncomfortable. I think we all agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also feel like, you know, in no way did I sign up for that either.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's-
when they
it's,
complain about the male gaze, I'm like, yeah, you're telling me it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
It's hard to like
I-
honestly
I-
when
I
I'm
don't want to
driving,
have my gaze drawn
Yeah,
by
like,
your body.
It doesn't make
It's
me feel
distracting.
good at all.
No.
When
Yeah.
I'm seeing beautiful women everywhere,
Yeah.
it doesn't make me feel good or horny.
No.
Just makes me sad.
Sad, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the feeling, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing where it's like
I wish I could just
Yeah, if
not
you-
because like I have other things to like do in my head and my life.
Sometimes just
you
the
know.
feelings of pure loneliness you feel when you see like
Maybe it's loneliness.
a bunch of pretty girls you're trying to drive home through
lot of different
kids or
feelings.
something, and
Yeah. I heard
It's
a good
just like-
haiku about that, like, not too long ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
I bet.
yeah, I think you brought this up in another podcast where you said like if women could only experience what it's like to be a guy seeing all that on the street.
Yeah,
and
we
if-
need to Freaky
if
Friday
we
this
could
shit.
experience what it's like to be a woman being eyed all that, maybe we would understand each
Yeah.
other very well.
Yeah.
And have a little bit more compassion for one another,
Oh,
right?
that's a nice point.
I
yeah.
did watch
Right.
this thing where a girl started a Tinder account under the guise of a man with pictures of a man to see what that was like, and she found it, you know, thoroughly disheartening. She couldn't believe how many conversations she tried to start with girls and how she got blown off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is what it's like. Yeah.
How many messages she sent that were just disregarded.
Yeah. It's not that easy being a dude too. I mean, in very different ways. But
Yeah, it's not a competition.
it's not a competition. Absolutely not.
Who's having a harder time, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Men
Yeah, oh,
rule.
Team men.
Dicks.
Yeah. Right on.
I'm about ready to take our standard, like, 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, have a little intermission.
What are you guys thinking? I'm about ready for an intermission.
pretty close
We're
to
at
that.
close to an hour.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Let's
sounds
do
good
it.
to me. That
Sure.
was a good hour, in my opinion. Kind of glad we recorded it.
Yeah, I might release it as a pod.
Pretty strong hour,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, just chill. It's nice to be having fun. You know,
Yeah.
I like you guys.
Yeah. I'm coming around to you guys too. You guys are all right.
You know, you guys, you're all right.
Yeah, we could take a break. I might release that as a pod. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know what? I had a duck heart taco once. It was like a bunch of hearts. All these hearts. It was a fucking slaughter.